We're
did
rolling.
we test it? No, we didn't
No.
even. So you know what?
Because
Who
we
knows?
don't give a fuck. Because we just do things.
Guess
Rebels.
what? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we had that
Doesn't matter.
conversation today. Nothing matters. So hope you guys
In
are
a good
enjoying
way,
it.
though. In a good way. This is Two Blank Girls.
I'm Jenna.
And I'm Annitsa, and this is episode 27.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
almost
getting up
to 30.
there. I know, that's crazy.
almost in our. You know, when you get 30, you get wiser or whatever. So we'll see what
Do
happens
we?
to
Is
the
that
pod.
true?
Isn't that a thing? Because I don't think it is. Because I'm 31 and I'm like,
Duh.
so who knows?
Well, we were just saying that we've eclipsed season 1, which is we've done more episodes now than we did on Two Bulk Girls. So
Crazy.
yeah, we're still rolling. It feels
Woo.
good. It feels good. Even though the other day you were like, "This is getting harder."
Well,
to
yeah,
come up
it's
with
getting
words.
harder because then, like, you know, this we talk. I just, you know, some words kind of have the same vibe, and so you
Yeah.
start talking about the same
Yeah.
things. But you know,
It's
we're
true.
gonna keep it fresh.
Well, because the idea with behind the season was like, "Oh my God, we can have. There are a million
There's
options.
so many
There's
words. We
there
have so much to
cajillion
talk about.
adjectives."
And then I think I've told the same story probably 4 times on this like season.
How many times have I said like, "I think we've talked about this before"?
I know.
I know we've mentioned this before.
It is what it is. We'll continue.
We're gonna
We
keep
got
going
this.
until we just get so tired or get so stupid that
Or hopefully it's my situation is going to be, I'm just like this famous photographer and I'm jet setting the world. And I'm like, if you're going to do the podcast, you got to meet me in like London or something.
So what she's saying is she's saying bye-bye to me.
Say bye.
She's
I'm the jet setter.
She's leaving me behind. Well, it's appropriate because this episode,
Yeah. Talk about being a jet setter.
yeah.
I'm working on it.
this episode, we are on, what is today? The
What is
16th?
today? You got it.
What
What is it?
The 16th
Yes.
of January.
On the eve.
On the eve of January 16th, we're two
Determined.
girls.
And we're back. Not we're. I fucking think I already said that. Determined.
Woo!
Give me
I
a
need to
def.
Yeah, but you know what? While I get the def situated, you do our business real quick.
Yes. Instagram. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can go to our website to blankgirls.com, and most importantly, you can follow us on Patreon. We have videos. We're recording this live. You guys can be a part of it for as little as $1
Yeah, $1
a month.
Yeah, and you know, you guys, I'm not gonna. I shouldn't say this because it's bad business, but you can cancel at any time. So you could literally be like, "Hey, I'm a patron."
For like one, you
Yeah,
can give
and then you
$1
get a
and then
fucking
cancel, and then you
t-shirt,
get a
and
T-shirt.
then
So
you
I'm
get-
like, come on, come on.
I know, but no, it's more for us. It feels like moral support. That's what it kind of feels.
Yeah.
You know, it's not.
And
even
we're
about
so
the money.
and for all the people who've been supporting us over the years, it's like
We are
so crazy.
yeah, for those of you, I do want to just say a quick thank you to those of you who have been patrons for so long, and even some of you new patrons. I just, it's so cool. It's so cool because it is an extra thing. Like, not everybody takes that time to be like, let me look this up.
Yeah.
And let me
contribute.
show my support.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a more like tangible way.
Yeah.
So
Because I'm I'm a patron for another podcast, and I keep losing my debit card. And so therefore I have to keep updating and I keep forgetting. So I'm being a fucking naughty patron.
oh,
So, but look, you know, don't do that, but just we appreciate it regardless.
truly,
like,
it really like it warms our hearts, and at this point, it's actually helping me live my life because because I am out of work sort of at the moment, so it's been really helpful to keep me because I do like. I try to get the social media stuff going, and I post on Pinterest, and I do this and that for us. So
we appreciate it.
I sort of
guys.
earn the money a little bit,
Yeah,
like just
you
a
do
little
well.
bit, just a little. I mean, I'm not.
Especially
Oh, we're playing with the cats.
kitties
again.
are here, so
as
that means we
always.
officially can start.
Yeah, it's true. Okay,
She's gonna freak
Woo!
out. Get it. Buzzy.
determined, guys. Showing firm or fixed intention to achieve a desired end. You best believe. I'm glad we're doing this one because I feel like in my life, if there were one word to describe me, like from like and a through line all the way from my babyhood till now, I think it's determined.
Yeah. Can you read that definition one more time? Just went out of my head.
She's like, I wasn't listening to you. Showing firm or fixed intention to achieve a desired end. So you're very fixed. There's firm attention.
Yeah,
to
100%. Then yeah, I think
accomplish
that's a nice
something.
common thread in my life. Like more obsessive. Like I think more like I obsess and I like. So I guess that's determined, kind of like when you just have to do. You want to like make something happen for yourself, and you'll do anything to do it, and you're just like, I'm gonna make this happen no matter what. It's definitely a common theme.
I think it
throughout
goes,
our like our like time in New York and LA like.
And I think for me, it goes along with sort of stubbornness and also trying to like prove people wrong kind of a thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do it for like spite.
Yeah. Or you're like, you know what?
Just like
fuck these people who think I can't do it. Like,
do it just to like, not because I want it, because I need to show like
because
fuck
you
them.
think I can't do it, so I'm gonna fucking do it. Like that was something like as a kid, I would be like, if someone else can do this, I can fucking do this. Or like that would be my impetus to do things. It wasn't even necessarily like, oh, I really want to like
learn
join the
how
football
to
team. It's like, hey, if they can fucking do it, I'm gonna do it. You know, like.
Well, and my determined, I've always been, and it's a very positive personality trait, but it's also a very bad thing. Like, I have to be so good at everything I do. If I try something new, I have to be so good at it. And if I'm not,
or you quit.
I'm like, I'm out. You know, and it, like, which is so crazy. But there is a small amount of determination in there, because like I like when I do something, of course everybody want to be good at it. It's not always the case, but there is this determination to like, if I do anything, it has to be fucking amazing. But then you like get into the like
the whole perfectionism thing.
Yeah, and then like fear, you get like overcome with fear, and then you don't actually do things anymore because you're like, everything I do sucks. So it's not the greatest.
Well,
but
I think it's almost it's kind of the most incredible thing when someone is so determined when they aren't good at something.
Yeah.
Because like that to me is even more brave, because think about like the people who would go on American Idol and they were just so bad, but they were so determined and they would just do it. Or like, because I'm the same way where I get super discouraged if I'm not good at something right away, and then I'm just like, and I quit it.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
That's because it's like I don't want to. I'm the same way where I don't want to do it unless I'm good at it. But that's like how do you ever
know? Yeah,
that's a terrible way to live, because if you're gonna get started at something, you are gonna be shit sometimes.
The odds of you being amazing at something is so small. So who do I think I am thinking like I'm gonna, the only thing I was super determined in the sense of like, I just really, it was like a craft and I was working on it, was dance. That's kind of the only thing in my life where I've been like, oh, I'm actually kind of good at this.
But you were good at it right away, right?
I was good at it right away, and then I continued and I was determined to
naturally to you,
and
it was
to get better. And
but that's awesome.
But yeah, I'm trying to think like, obviously in my career, I've been super determined to like, when you just know, like you think you have something.
Well, even the fact
and
is,
you're just gonna like,
you gotta give it to us, even if we haven't worked as hard as we could have or as other people do. You know how we compare ourselves, like, well, they're doing this and we're not, blah blah. We still haven't put in the towel completely. Like, even if we're like not fully going exactly in the direction we think we should be sometimes,
or
like
going as hard or doing as much. The underlying determination of us,
it's still like the stubbornness where we're like, no,
we're gonna fucking get it, because like I think there's also a level of insanity in that too, though, because like to still be here, still holding on to that little
and
nugget,
we haven't
and
changed
just
that
like
much to try to like
and like like just to, it's
feeling it every day.
Insane. Like you have to be kind of crazy to like, and especially to be in what we want to do. It's like there is a level, but then I'm really truly hoping that is gonna be the thing, that the determination, our determination is, and staying and sticking it out is what's gonna make something happen. It may not be like our dreams, but like something, because like you have to stick it out. Yeah, I feel like it takes time.
Well, we need to name it. I think we need to say like what are we determined to do? I think this is the year where we need to put it out there. And I think for a lot of people, they're embarrassed by what they want. And I think that's part of us too, where we're like, if I sit here and I say, I want to be a fucking action star and I want to be in a movie with Tom Cruise, people are like, oh, that's, you're so stupid.
Yeah.
But guess what? I don't care what y'all think. And I just said y'all. I'm shooting at
She's been hanging
I'm hanging out with Jenna too much. But I think it's important to say too, like, I want to make a lot of money. That may seem like a completely like superficial and terrible thing to want, but I think if we name it and you're determined and you go for it.
Yeah, my relationship with money is 100% changing in the sense that, like, yes, I'm so determined to. I'm not even gonna say have a lot of money. I am so determined to not be struggling or to like. Or maybe it is having money, just to say, like, flip it and make it more about like a flipping your language or whatever, like, not feeling guilty about wanting money. Yeah. And just, you know, and putting, oh, fuck. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah, like my money thing this year, I've told myself 2019 money. I am determined
not a bad
to
thing
have
to
fucking,
say either. I think people a lot of times they put this stigma on it, like that's not something that you should be working toward or this and that. But it's like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna do it. Because truth is, you know, there is plenty of evidence to suggest that, you know, there's a certain amount of money up until that point that it buys you happiness. It absolutely does.
100%.
Absolutely does. And then once you get to that certain point, then after that, it's like, oh, whatever, it's the same. It's just all the same. And it's like you don't get any happier based on your money. But up to that threshold, fuck yeah, it helps. And you know what?
God.
And I'm saying, here's the thing. You and we are sick of struggling.
Yeah.
We are sick of not getting paid what we're worth. I know that we are stronger and better and more hardworking than the money that we've been making in our lives have suggested. And so it's like, now's the time to claim what we fucking deserve. So boom, bitches. And it's
like,
it.
it's kind of like realizing, I think that comes with like too, like being like older and like, and I'm not like, I've been surrounded recently around people who are really successful and who worked hard, just like, you know, so, and there's money out there and there is things
it's there, so take it.
Yeah. So go and get it. And so it's been a really difficult transition. But I am finally getting way more comfortable with
asking for what
you want and what you're worth, and just, I mean, it's still tough.
Still
I'm in therapy. I'm still talking about it in therapy, but it is a working progress.
No, and there are still people who are going to say that you aren't worth that, and there are people who won't pay that, and it's like, okay, well, fine, move on. Bye-bye.
Just,
Be like, all right,
it's
well,
like,
I guess then you don't see it, then fine, but I'll find someone who does. And, you know, and what are you determined to do career-wise? Like, what's the thing?
Well,
right
you know
now?
what, as you were saying this, as you were talking earlier, how we're saying we want to, like, say, like, work in film and television.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that anymore. I feel like with a little determination and honing in and having a specific goal that's just like a more attainable, or like I have more of a path I can pave. So like, I'm going to say,
not be so generic and broad.
Not so broad. Yeah. I'm going to be like, I'm going to start small because it's where I am in my life. I am going to direct a music video. So that is like in my wheelhouse right now. It's my first small little goal, and then I can move on. I am determined to make a music video. It's something I've always wanted to fucking do since I was in like high school. And so I've got someone who wants me to shoot their music video. I've got friends in the industry. We can like, I'm determined to make it work.
You're still looking for a DP, right?
Yeah. So if anybody listening,
yeah.
We got to get a DP on board. I mean, I've got so many other cool parts like filled in, but it's now we got it. I mean, I was talking about shooting it, but I really want to focus on directing anyways. Sam, if you're listening, maybe we can talk. I know. It's like,
I might know somebody, but I don't know. He might want to get paid, so we'll have to see about that.
Yeah, this is a passion project. So
that's the thing about
I wish I could, but unfortunately, we're not there yet.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, what about you? What's your I mean, we should probably have multiple ones, but like now in your wheelhouse.
In terms of right now, in terms of the next step for my career, couple things. I'm gonna start doing monologue Mondays, where I'm gonna like once a week I'm gonna try to go into all the plays that I own and try to learn a monologue like we used to do back in school, way back in the day. And because that, for some reason, I have this idea in my mind right now that I can't memorize things, that I can't remember things. It's like as I've gotten older, I get kind of nervous whenever I go to a stupid commercial audition. I'll be like, oh, the copy, I can't keep it in my brain the right way. And it's like a page, and it's just so simple and stupid. And I think it's because I haven't practiced and I don't care about those things. But if I get, but my thing is now, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna try to do it once a week and like learn a monologue, actually commit it to memory, even if it's just for that week. And I'm gonna do what you hate, and I'm gonna post it on Instagram, and and it's gonna be a monologue because I am gonna put it out there. Like, how would anyone know really that I want to be an actor?
Yeah.
Right now, how does anyone know? Because I don't put it out there. I don't tell people, because it's something that, again, that's something that I talk about in therapy, because I'm weirdly embarrassed by it. It's this idea that like, oh, everybody wants to be an actor. Like, if I say that, I'm lumped in amongst every other person, and I'm not succeeding in it. So it's sort of like, it's embarrassing. And I need to get over that. So and at the same time, I'm not going to be that person. I'm not going to be the actors that we dislike, that are just like, I'm an actor. I got to talk about it, and I got to tell everyone, and I got to perform all the time. Like, that's not who I am. But I think it is okay for me to put that out there a little bit. So I'm going to do that. And also, my goal is I want to do the play that I was set to do last year, that I was on my way to getting going. I was going to put on this musical, and then Sam got sick. And it's so funny I'm mentioning him again, because yesterday my family was like, you talk about Sam every episode. I'm like, son of a bitch.
God damn it. He's got to love it, though.
Quick. Really aside, has nothing to do with anything. I want to say hi to my grandma, because I know she's going to be listening to this episode.
Oh.
They're driving. Yeah, they're driving.
Hey, Grandma.
Like a 5-hour road trip on the day that we premiere this episode. So Grandma Mavis, I love you so
Grandma.
much. You are the most beautiful, lovely person on the planet, and I miss you so much.
What?
So
Busy
there's that.
too.
But yeah, but I want to put on the musical this year, because again, it's like, I realized how many years I've been saying my whole life I've wanted to be an actor. My whole fucking life. That's like what I used to want as a kid, and I still want it. But how long has it been since I've done it?
I know.
Dude.
Yeah.
That's where I'm like, what am I doing? If I say that's what I want, then what the fuck am I doing? Guess what? I'm determined to put it out there this year, because this is the year from the animal spirit cards that says, name what you want, believe in your dreams, and don't be embarrassed about it.
Yeah, I got everybody animal spirit cards, and now like everybody is talking about it, which is amazing. That was the whole point. I wanted, because at this, oh God, I have so much snot. Can you hear? I'm just like, gasping for air.
You keep coughing randomly, but it's okay.
Sorry, guys. Still getting over like a 3-week, almost like month-long cold. It's crazy.
Spirit
animals. Yes. Yeah. I love it, because that was the whole point, was for people to, we lose when you are out, especially, I mean, this is life. It's not just LA, but in life in general, I think people lose their sense of it's just like, we live in a shit time. Everything is dark. You get bogged down in work and making money, paying your rent. And so I was like, what's something that we can, like, even if it's fucking hogwash. Oh, hi, Busy. She's agreeing, because she's an animal. She's our spirit animal.
Yeah, our cats.
But like if it's all hogwash, the idea that these cards can like bring you a sense of like,
it's something fun and mystical,
and like it
magic.
It incepts you, if anything, and it plants things. Is now, I got the rabbit, and now I'm just like, everything I do, I'm like, rabbit, and I like use it, and so I'm super excited that people are my friends are using the cards that I got them. So,
dude, I feel like we are extremely like determined in it to do whatever it is we set out to do, and we always kind of have been.
Yeah. And and the other thing is too, is like, I have no other choice.
Yeah. Where the fuck do we go?
I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah.
And I can't. So yeah, like the idea of, we have been super determined over the years. I will give us that. If anything, we've got gumption, and we've like stuck it out, and but then there's like, things in my personal life. Like, I've always wanted to fucking learn French again. I took it for 4 years. I even got like the Rosetta Stone. I paid all that fucking money on the Home Shopping Network and I got it. And I was, determined
baby.
to do French again. And it's, unfortunately I start and I stop. That's kind of my
I think
go-to like move.
Yeah.
But
I think some things that feel more like hobbies or feel more like an extra, like a bonus. It's not something that sustains you. I think that to hold on to that determination is a lot more
tough.
difficult. Yeah, because it's like the idea of resolutions, where you're like, I have good intentions, but like,
and that is like a constant thing in my life. I have no follow through. So that's where like my the feeling of like determination, that word and like what it means to me is
like
really complicated because like. I am a super determined person. And especially in the beginning of anything I do, I'm like, yeah. 3 weeks in, it's like literally a timer like goes off and it's, what busy? And I'm out. So, still working on that. But like
I feel
I'm determined to get over that.
Well, yeah. And you know what? This year.
By going on Adderall. That's kind of my thing. That's
this year to me feels like a fucking revolution. Like it feels so different, and I think it's because I am so lost in this, and I don't have anything concrete going, and so I'm just kind of grasping at straws, and I feel like anything. I am so open to any possibility, and I feel like
it's exciting.
I'm so determined. I mean, it's scary, and also from the cards I've read so many times that like I need to like pick an actual good project to do.
Yeah, that's what I got a lot in my year too, was pick a project. I kept that
because I think my thing is that I am a little too aimless, and so I go, okay, maybe I can make money doing this. What about this? What about this? What about this? And I spread myself out trying all these different random things that don't really pan out. And instead I need to like take a minute and go, okay, what really matters to me? And that's why I really want to start doing this organizing thing, because it's something that I've been passionate about for years and years of my life. And it's funny because this whole Marie Kondo thing, which we talked about last episode, it's like kind of put it out into the limelight again. So I'm like, guys, let me help
you out. We did that shit forever ago.
I know.
She helped KonMari. Yeah. Well, she helped me do that. So yeah, it's a great. I
fucking love it. So that to me seemed like, because out of all these things, it's like, okay, I'm open to a million different things. I'm also going to do the dog sitting and the cat sitting and that kind of fun stuff. But it's like, I need to focus and like pick a thing that actually really matters. And I think that's a big thing for us, is that, when you had your year and a half or whatever of kind of being like, what am I doing? You did a million different things too. And it kind of, they fell by the wayside.
It's crazy. Like, you just got to pick and you got to just try things. And that's kind of what, but look, and in the sense that I've got a lot of cool things going on, and I'm still like, I've got like jobs, like in the sense that like you were saying you're not working right now, but I am working and I'm still grasping it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's crazy that we're both going through, like, I think just everybody our age is, if there's a period, it's a transition time. Yeah. It's happening to literally every single person in my life.
Oh, but I tell you what.
But it's good. It's all seems like it's going in a positive direction.
Underneath it all, I feel so determined to live my best fucking life. And I mean that seriously, like to really find happiness in the present. And I think that, underneath it all, I believe in it. I believe that it's going to happen. I believe that what's supposed to happen is going to happen, whatever the fuck that means. And I don't know what other word to use but determined. I'm fucking determined. I'm determined.
Do we say this every year though? Do we say
no,
that
but this
year is the
me.
big one? Okay. I just want to check in. I'm like, I feel like I'm getting repetitive.
No, but think about, nothing has changed more for me than 2018 did. Like,
for sure.
All of a sudden it just like set all of this stuff into motion. And I made huge leaps and jumps, and I think you have too. You've tried different things.
Last
that you've
year
never done before.
Was the craziest fucking year of my life. So I guess you're right.
And
like
so
2019,
it does feel different. It does feel different, and no matter what, I feel like you and I are determined to kind of get what we're worth. Yeah. And to try to put like positivity out to the world, like, because everyone, and I truly believe this, that we all have something to offer, and the truth is, whatever perspective you may have, it is unique because no one else is you. I mean, just think about it though. You know, we always get stuck in like all these ideas have already been done.
Yeah.
And it's true. Like everything's been done, but you know what? Put your own fucking spin on it.
Well, I know.
That's
When
the
it's
truth.
like with my photography, you know, I struggle all the time with like, I have an idea or like I want to do something and I look at it and it's just like, oh, someone's going to compare this to this thing. And it's like, there's nothing you can do about it. My focus this year, like I have been so fortunate and I've been doing all this like crazy work with photography, but there's a different kind of work I want to do. So this year is about, I am determined to make money while doing what I want to do. Like I want to focus on just making a paycheck. And they don't have to be, and like, cause I do get bogged down on like the idea, oh, it's not what I love. I'm not doing what I love. But I'm like, I have to pay rent. I have to have money to actually make other kind of things that I want to make. So I'm trying not to be bogged down in that. I'm trying to just like make my money and then on the side start like directing my music video or things like that. But it's just, you know.
Yeah, I've been super bummed that you and I haven't done anything together in such a long time.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like there's just no time anymore. And I know it's like, and that's the thing, it's like such a process because, you know, you are getting set up in your life to try to eventually get to do what we wanted to do forever.
I mean, yeah,
but it's just right now, it just sucks because it's like, okay, sometimes you have to be determined through the worst shit, through the not being creative, through the like transitional periods, through like that's the test of it is like, okay, we may not be doing exactly what we want to be doing right now, but we got to look at the end.
But there's determination to get to the other side. There is, because that's my whole thing is like, I am working my ass off now to build up my name and my reputation and like my work so that when the day comes when somebody's like, what do you want to make?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, right here, you know, and it's like ready. And I'm like, I got this shit. So that's the goal. Determined to hit it.
Yes.
Oh, I'm having massive lower back pain. Hold on.
Guys, she's like,
I'm dying
I
over
told
here.
her, I think she's like having a baby.
And
she didn't know it, or she's miscarrying or something. Like, she's like having the worst.
I do. I'm like, holy shit, what's happening to me? Sorry, everybody. I'm just like having like I just keep
real life.
Oh,
she's
I'm on the floor
to get through this episode without
dying.
Healing over.
Annitsa. Oh, busy.
She did listen. Look at every time. If people don't know that I
have two cats, she has a cat named Busy. I'm over here. I'm like Busy, and like everybody's like, what the
poor
fuck?
Lou's like upside down, being like, look at me.
Lucia, you're cute too. I'm sorry.
Hi,
I'm just on the
kitties.
floor with Busy because my back is like falling out.
Guys,
I could see you being like a super determined kid.
Oh my god.
With those long skinny legs and your like little tomboy body just and like all your energy, you were probably like
no, absolutely. And that's the thing was I when I look back at myself as a kid, like that's who my hero is right now, is like me as a kid, because I believed everything. I could do anything.
Yeah.
I believed all of it. I believed that no matter what I wanted to do, I could do. There was nobody telling me I couldn't. And even if they did.
What age and what point did we stop? Because when I was a kid, like I was just like, oh yeah, I can do, like, oh yeah, I'll go do that, or like I'll go jump off this thing, or I'll go. I'll go into that store and like I'll pay. I don't know. Like that's what was I gonna say? I paid for something when I was little. That's so stupid. I don't know where that came from. I'm gonna go in that store. I'm gonna pay for that thing.
Wow, you're gonna do it. I'm gonna buy this.
Well, then I immediately started thinking about lemon heads that I used to go to the gas station at my grandmother's beauty center. Oh God. I'm spiraling. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, where are you going with
I know,
this?
sorry. But no, like at what point?
Yeah, do you start to believe the naysayers? At what point do you start to kind of
when does the doubt start creeping in?
When you start doubting yourself, because when I was a kid, I never did, and I know once again, guys, here it is. I know we've talked about this before, but hey, I'm the same person. I have only so many stories to tell here. Let's be real. But when they told me that, like the principal, the vice principal, the teachers in junior high, they all told me that I couldn't take French and Spanish in high school because it would be too hard. I did not have a second of doubt in my head. And like, I just went, no, I can do it. I'm determined to do it. I can do it. It's this belief in yourself. I think determination at the very core of it is just like this utter belief that you can fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like there's no, when you think about it, there really truly is no one stopping you but yourself for any of this stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, even like when I got my ears pierced, like I was determined to do it. Then I became fixated, because you know when you think you can't do something, so it's one thing when people can't think, but when you start truly believing like, oh, I can't do this. What did I say? When people can't think, you can't do something.
When people think you can't do something.
What did I say?
You said can't think.
Oh fuck. When people when people don't think.
Yeah.
Okay. When people don't think you can do something, but what's worse is when you
think you can't.
truly.
Yeah.
And then I got to that, and I was like, I don't know if I can do it. And then I was just like, no. And with some support of people at the place, I was like, I'm going to fucking do it. And then I did it, and it was nothing. And then I went and got a second one. But yeah, we do have like some good, stuff in our head where if we can like overcome it, we're pretty.
They're hurdles, these little hurdles. Like when I went to Universal by myself that day, it was like this in my head because of, here we go again, the depression and anxiety that I live with. Sometimes it's a struggle to go somewhere, to do a simple thing. And for me, I was so determined, like, I need to do this for myself. And that was a hurdle to get over. And I did it. And it's like, you just have to, I think a lot of times too, determination is just fucking getting up.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
and it's the little things. Like, when you like don't want to do something so badly, but like you have to.
Like going to the gym,
or like doing the laundry, as simple as that. Or like, and that moment of like, come on,
work past it, push past
get it, and just do it. And then you do it and you're like, oh,
because truly
that was easy or whatever.
Giving in, like that's just being comfortable. And that's the truth, is we get comfortable in the easy things. It's because it's like, it's easier to lay there and not do it. It's easier to do the same thing.
Oh, that's
you do
my
every day.
go-to.
It's like, but I think determination is that point, that thing that drives you past that to the discomfort and to the thing that eventually gives you the most happiness. Because it's like, fuck yeah, I proved that I can do it. You push yourself to the limit, man.
I am determined to... Shit, I probably should have had something keyed up. I already said the music, but I am determined
you're gonna
to...
kill it this year.
Well, I'll say it again. I'm determined to make more money.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and my other thing was I was determined to learn how to ski this year.
Oh, yeah.
That was my other one. So it's going to be a rough ride. I got to like get my body like prepared, but I'm determined to learn how to ski. Yeah. That's me. What about you?
Awesome.
I know you already said, but like, what's one more? What's your like personal thing? Personal goal.
Oh, yeah, because we have professional. We had make more money. We both have that. Personal... I've actually been kind of working on it, and it's to be more present in that. And I know that sounds so basic and so just everybody has had that general idea and it's always out there, but it is way harder than you think. For me, that means I have actually been fucking laying on my bed, looking out the window and listening to music. Like, I haven't done that since high school.
Yeah.
That's not something that, when you were a kid, you used to you'd spend hours in your room just laying there listening to your favorite CDs, learning the words to your favorite songs and shit like that. And just like, for me, I'm determined to get back to this is so daunting, but essentially to get back to the essence of who I was. And I think that's who you are when you're younger. I truly, truly do. I think as you get older.
I was so fucking cool.
Yeah, man.
I was like so fun.
And you don't
like,
care what people think.
Yeah, I was just like carefree and I did anything I wanted to do. So yeah, that's a good one.
It's truly, and that can mean so many different things for any different person. But I think that is something to kind of aspire to, is to just get back to exactly who you are, whatever that means. And I think it's just doing the things that have always made me happy, instead of just trying to make something of myself. As important as it is to have goals, and like that's part of our determination, is to like do something with our lives. But
that's also like so much like in the future and like looking ahead, and like
exactly,
and
exactly.
it just gets like
so it's trying to be like, oh, guess what? Right now, I don't have anything to do, and I like today I was like, I've already done my work for the week. And instead of trying to hustle and try to figure something else out, because I've been in my brain struggling with that, I just said, I'm gonna read. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna read. And like that to me was big, because I find myself a lot of the time, just pushing to figure something out, to do something, to do the next thing, to catch
just like
even to
taking
catch up on fucking
second.
TV. I'm like, I gotta watch my shows. I gotta catch up on this movie that's like big, blah blah blah. It's like, no, let me just like back away from the world for a minute.
Yeah.
Don't do what everybody else is doing or thinks I should do, and just like do whatever the fuck I want. And like that's big for me. So
well,
it's
speaking of determination, I'm determined to get my big old booty on that couch with that heating pad.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I'm determined to watch a movie with you.
Okay. And are you going to fall asleep? Are you determined to
I am
stay awake?
determined to stay awake and not fall asleep 15 minutes into said movie.
Well, we'll have to let the listeners know if it actually comes true.
Stay tuned, everybody. Trickle, trickle. I can hear the water.
Trickle,
it makes me
yeah,
laugh.
it's
I gotta pee too.
This cat fountain that we have. Also, you guys, I was determined to get through this episode when right now I have the worst fucking like tongue rapage.
Oh, that's right.
I bit the shit out of my tongue in my sleep, supposedly, because I don't remember it, but it is every time I talk, I'm like, ah.
So you did it.
I did. I fucking did it because
I am determined to get through it, and that's how we do shit around here.
That's how
You're
we
welcome.
do, yo.
Guys,
join
us.
Hey, guys, join us again next
Yeah.
week. We hope that you enjoyed your time with us.
And maybe my cough won't still be here. That
yeah,
would be dope.
if anything, just listen to find out how the state of her health is.
Yeah, because otherwise
it's a drama.
Y'all gonna have to check me in. I gotta do something. All right, guys. Love you.
Love
bye.
you. Bye-bye.